That's good. Eh? And that's why we need all the players who we have here in the squad, and to develop them, but especially to get the right results out of it. And we want to stay in those games of in those leagues as long as possible. And so we have to fight for that. And I think that's good for the development of this club. And if we are ahead or not in the process, I don't know. What we do is every day we have to give our maximum. Every day we have to approach it. Good is not good enough. We have to do better, and so that we keep going in the progress. And the progress, it's about that, and it's never an end. And we have to approach it like that. And then, if we are ahead or not in the process, it's not that important. It's the way where we are now, and we want to win every game, and it doesn't matter who's the opponent.
You mentioned the schedule, I think 10 games in 30 days. It's a crazy schedule you've got, but what strain does that put on the players mentally and physically, and do you feel you've got the squad to cope with that?
Oh, it's tough, but I think it's always better to have games as training, and players like more games than they train. So I'll be looking forward, and I think there's a good spirit and a good mood in this dressing room to cope with it.
Jerry. Hi, Eric. Obviously, I understand Harry Maguire was suspended for the game the other night, but we've seen Luke Shaw play at centre-back very well in the derby, for example. You've got Victor Lindelof. So is it a fair question to ask you if he's now fifth choice under you? And given he's the Manchester United captain, he's a human being, he's a person, how difficult is this to sort of manage? Because obviously he's a big fall in status, he's a very likeable guy, all the rest of it. So, where do you see Harry? Is he fifth choice?
No, he's not fifth choice, but it's up to him. I have to say he's training very well, bringing quality, and that is what I expect from all the players in the squad. He has to fight for his position, and things can change, and can change sometimes also really quickly. And I think he's making progress, and it's up to him.
Very politely, you never really pick him. So that says the facts are there, aren't they? That
It's not completely true.
You understand what I mean? In big games, derbies, Premier League, he never really gets a start.
It's also not true. After the World Cup, he should have played, but then he got ill. I can do nothing for that, and he knows that. And then you come in a run. And then he has to wait for his chance. I think that are the laws of football, from top football, from selection. And then you have to wait for your chance. And in the meantime, you have to work well that you are ready if the chance is there.
Samuel.
It looks unlikely that there'll be any more signings before the window closes, but looking ahead to the summer and forward planning, do you know which areas of the squad already that you want to strengthen?
I have an idea, but I... also in the coming days, so if we should have had the opportunity, I would go for it. But that's not only up to me, that's also clear. But I think in this club always has to be the approach. Every day you have to get better. So if there are opportunities to get better, then you have to strike. And that's my approach. So I'm looking around to research. But I have an idea with profiles, with which profiles we could strengthen the squad.
And I know you've not really had a chance to work with him, but Phil Jones is out of contract at the end of the season. Has that decision been taken that he will be released? I mean, nobody really sees him. Nobody knows how his recovery is getting on.
There's not been taken till now. The decision about that for the summer. But he is a whole season. He is injured, and
is there no chance of him playing again this season?
I can't say, but what I can say is that he's not available for training, and since the first day of training in this season. So then it's not. I think the opportunity that you will be recover quickly and that you can be available quickly.
Eric, could you tell us what you've done with Marcus Rashford to transform him into the player he is now? Because when you arrived, he was, in the depths. His form had gone, his confidence had gone. What is it you said to him? What work did you do with him specifically to get him to the position he's at now?
Oh, so I'm not Harry Potter, so and it's so it's just what you say. Confidence. Every player has to make and get his own confidence, and he fight for this. He invested in this, and of course, I'm with my coaching staff. We bringing structures. So especially in the way of play, that give him some routines, what he need to get into the right position. But then finally it's up to him and to a player. When the player has the confidence, and then I'm convinced in the way we are working. So way of play is most important, but also the environment is also the culture is also an important one, and then a player can perform on his best. And it is obvious that Marcus in this moment, he's in a really good shape, in a really good form, and I think that from day to day, from training to training, from game to game, routines are coming more and more in. And I think the front line is now also, and that gives me a positive feeling, is getting stronger as well. So then they can take more benefit from each other. I think in the first season, for instance, there was not. We had many problems in the front line. We had games that we didn't add even players who are 100% physical and mental fit. And now I think is much more that case. And then I think then Marcus he can take even more benefit from such situations.
But did you have to convince him of how good a player he could become again? Because I'm sure when you arrived, you said you knew what a great player he could be.
I said to him, but I think the question you can better make to him.
Last question, Paul. Has Benny McCarthy had a big impact with Marcus and the strikers as well on the training pitches?
So we make also a construction of the staff where all positions are covered, and so you need different types in the squad, and from technical approach, but also let's say from human being personality approach, and we tried to get the right setup in our staff, and so far as I can see, I'm really happy with the coaching staff I have here at Man United.